Alright, welcome back guys to part 2 of our speedrunning video. We're going to try to get to stone castles going here in the next little while. I think we are. If we can move to tier 2, we're going to try to move tier 2, but I've just returned from the run at the end of the last video with all the loot. Just a lot of loot to showcase here. Feeling very, very good about everything that's happening in our lives. Picking up our first merciless piece as well as a merciless copper sword. So we're going to be going for the sword, for the whirlwind, for our first weapon if we have a choice. So now that we've killed Keely, we can actually set down our tannery. So we're going to grab some planks and we're going to get a tannery or two down as well. Probably go for two. I do believe we have a lot of leather here. So we are going to go for the copper sword. The sword's not my favorite weapon, but that's mostly because in 4s, it fails to find its place in a lot of situations, in my opinion. And also, whirlwinding the monsters usually puts you into a PvE situation in which you are also taking damage, whereas most of these other weapons have good ranged abilities or some very good utility. But because we have the Merciless as our only option, we're going for gear score so we can just slay the bosses as fast as possible. But here we are 1 hour in, we're already in copper, we're one crude sapphire away from getting the frozen eye, so we are just in a marvelous, marvelous position. Level 24, just killing it. We unlocked one merciless, so we just need to grab some coarse thread. Night Stalker leggings. We need coarse thread, yes. Which we've been looting from players and chests, of course. There's a 24 stack. That's probably going to get us our entire set. It is going to get us our entire set. That is beautiful. Try to do a slight bit of organizing here if we can help it. Again, we've got the 100% blood going as well. We do need to make some more salves. So we're going to need bone and grass and rats. And I believe we have 2 stacks of rats. Just huge. Wonderful, wonderful start for us, guys. I really can't emphasize that enough. Also, with 4 cloth, we can get ourselves our first traveler's cloak. There's 5 cloth. Almost all of this stuff was looted from chests or players. We really want to leave the base during sunlight because we don't have the mist brazier down and we don't have walls up yet. So in order to maximize our playtime, we do want to get out of the base as quick as we can. We're going to put spare weapons. We're going to put spare weapons inside the workbench. If we can get some servants going, we can use those to PvP, right? We can just have some servants over here on the walls. They'll shoot down at players. They'll keep them at bay. I can pull random bosses or monster packs here. It's going to be really, really good for early game PvP and defense. We're going to go ahead and build our vampire lockbox now. We have plenty of planks. And inside the lockbox, we're going to put all of our spare gear sets. So whenever we get our first servant, they can start wearing that. Also, if we died on a hardcore server, we could downgrade or, you know, get back into another set to continue playing. We only need leather for merciless copper as well. This is just really, really big. Honestly, I'm very surprised at how amazing we've done thus far. Hopefully we get some more PvP and some more fun stuff going down here in just a minute. Pulling the Night Stalker. That's now the full set of Night Stalker. We're going to wait for just a couple more leather to finish in our crafting stations. And we'll be in Merciless, and then we're going to the Copper Mine. We're already over level 30. We're going to be skulls to some newer players. There we go. We have our Q ability. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break or less, maybe 1-minute break just to grab water. Hate to do it this early in the life cycle of the speedrun, but we got to grab water. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, and I feel like we're a real vampire trying to wait out the sun right now. All right, and without further ado, we're going to go to the most dangerous spot early game. Absolutely certain. You know what else we could really go for that would probably help? I'm actually stuck right now. All right. I think what would help us also is that if we go to the Forgotten Cemetery and we kill the boss, that gives us Ward of the Damned. Ward of the Damned is one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. It's fantastic for PvE and PvP. It's not quite a counter, it more counts as a shield, but it summons skeletons that do damage and knock back targets. It's very, very good for any boss that has a frontal cone AoE or that shoots projectiles. I think I will try that. I believe that might be how we get Mist Brazier as well. You'd think I would know after 130 hours of play how to get the Mist Brazier, but you know, it's all good. There's a player right there, also on a horse. Two players on a horse, Redbeard and another. This is a good time for me. I have nothing in my inventory. This would actually be a good fight. I might be able to cut him off here. I can't believe we missed that. I really can't. My horse is faster. Just amazing. Knocked the first one off, right? He's in the monsters. He's taking damage. The second's probably going to turn around here. He's turning around. We got him. We got both. This is a big start for us. Good dodge. Nice hit there. They have Chaos Bolts. They're going to be able to outplay me. Big hit there. Ah, I took that one. I took that one to my face. Okay, we're losing. We're going to try to peel here, right? We're going to try to peel. They're going to get on their horses. We need to pop salve. We need to keep this fight going. They're not healing. They actually don't want the fight. They're full of materials. They could be moving a base right now. That was a big start for us, but we took a little more damage than we wanted to, unfortunately. Mr. Carrots. So that is going to be a horse trade. It sort of looks like there's another player up here fighting. There is another player up here fighting. Big hit there. A double miss. Really, really big start for us. That's our base. That's our base he's going toward right now. Okay, we have to hit him here. We got to hit him, right? He does not want to fight. This is a 1 versus 1. He went back for some reason. He's trying to get the horse. Big damage there. That was a good time for him to turn into a wolf. I'm not sure we can stop that. He has a partner. If we get in the base here, I don't think we can jump off, unfortunately. Actually, we could jump off. We could jump off right here. I'm going to go in their base. We can jump off the back as well, it looks like. Nice double hit. We can definitely jump out of their base. 100% here. Oh, good hit. Okay, unfortunately they're way up on me here. We're gonna spin off. Okay, we're gonna try to retreat to my base real fast. Alright, we gotta pull off this one. That was a great fight. We didn't end up with anything there other than PvP practice. The one definitely had loot, right? The one definitely ran inside and went and put his loot away. If we'd been able to manage to drop the other one a little bit faster, but they definitely outplayed me. They have killed the Lydia the Chaos Archer, which is going to give them that Chaos. I believe it's called Chaos Volley. I could be wrong. The 2 Chaos Bolts, which are just very, very, very good. There's a ruby. We still need those sapphires, right? If we get 2 more sapphires, I believe we'll be level 34 and we'll basically be T2. So we weren't quite within the 1 hour mark. There's a 93%er. We still have the 100% from earlier. We've not actually died yet. I forgot we had another 2 versus 2. So we've had 2 2v2s. This is just going very, very well. Picking up a legendary recipe there as well. That's I believe forge flooring. So that's going to give us the 25% buff. But okay, we need to go to Forgotten Cemetery here. Word of the Damned would have been big there because I was fighting 2 players. They were throwing so many projectiles. We would have had skeletons all over the place, which would have been a big boon for us in the 2 versus 1. So we're going to try to grab that, which it's not strictly necessary. I think a lot of players would skip that on a speed run going for iron. But we're playing so well right now, and we're getting so lucky. Also, 2 chests here with almost no monsters. Another big come up there. We're getting plenty of copper from these chests and from players. So we've almost not ran into very many skulls at all. So this is a pretty new server, and a lot of new players are coming in. So it's a very good time for this speed run and this race. We don't really want the bones, and we don't want to take these fights because we don't want to be low for players if they're up here, or for the boss. We're just going to go ahead and skip past all these fights. We're also going to leave our horse kind of off the edge right here.
The ritual is almost complete. You will not interfere.
Oh, he reset. No way. We had such a good start right there, too. That's okay. Nice corner here. This is a big catch. Oh, we ate all those. Oh, we have to reset. That was bad. No. That is our first down, guys. I'm sorry. We were doing so good the first time before we reset. We took all the poisons right there. Hopefully our gear stays here. We've got the gear and a horse. Our coffin is in a pretty good spot to get back here, though. Oh, sorry guys, my cat just jumped on my head for some reason.
Another specimen has volunteered itself for my experiments, I see.
Just horrible starts again. Absolutely need a reset here. We might die trying to get it. Locked box down there, though. That's actually a good find. We also lost our 100% blood, so that was actually a very, very big loss for us, that last death. But we're going to come back. We had a couple 2v2s. This is a slow start to the second part of the speed run. But if we can get Ward of the Damned, and then we can go Copper Mine, and then we can go Clive Firestarter, some circuit like that, and then we bring the bomb and kill Bandit, then we'll be right back on track. I'm hoping we can do all that in this part of the part 2 of the speed run, and then we'll be into tier 2 within 2 hours, which I still think is a very, very fast time, especially for a solo player on a PvP server. If you guys are also speedrunning or you've had a similar experience, please let me know. I'm definitely enjoying the smaller format of these PvP fights compared to the 4 versus 4 server. Oh no, oh no! No, it was so close, fam. Oh no, fams, I'm sorry. Oh, he was one shot. Oh, that's twice. So this is turning into a a slow run from the speed run. Such a close fight. We've not died to players yet, or lost any of our gear, or loot, but we're definitely getting smoked by this boss. The amount of skeletons he's summoning is kind of insane. I thought that was the amount he only summoned on a 4-player server. I thought with the more players you brought, the more skeletons he would summon, but he sure seems to just be bringing an unlimited amount of skeletons into the fight. I should have been a little more patient. We were doing a really good job on the bones summoning of the green bolts and stay on the outside. But you really have to just play so good solo. You got to play top tier. You can't take any hits. I also wanted to stop and salve several times, but I knew if I stopped, I would get hit by a crossbow bolt. So the play there probably would have been to reset. But again, our base is pretty close to this, so we're still doing really well. I think solo is the ultimate V Rising experience. You can't rely on anybody else. Now this is a duo server, so having a partner here would be great. I did want to attempt just to do a solo speedrun on a solo server, but I couldn't find any that actually had a good population. And all the official servers are currently down. This is during the patch. I think a good strategy for defeating this boss right now, especially this early, would probably be to just push as hard and fast as I can off the rip and stay in melee range as often as I can and only use my spacebar when he teleports away. So we're going to try this again. I think I'm going to get rid of these ads though, just in case they join the fight. Alright, we killed those two. I think that should be enough.
Collection.
Alright, so we actually didn't lose the ads, and we've got a summoner, which is not a good start for us on this fight, so we're going to go ahead and try to reset again. Alright, take 3. Third time's the charm. We're just going to get in there and deal as much damage as possible. That's an AoE. That's what's happening. So oftentimes it seems like he's actually not hitting me. And now I can basically confirm he's not hitting me. He's just hitting something near me. Just casting and walking sideways took too long. Maybe we also need to only go for the crossbowmen, since the rest just seem to stack together pretty easily.
Let's test that meat suit of yours.
So many skeletons. Oh my goodness.
Be mine.
Bad trade right there. Bad trade.
Your bones will be mine. Be mine. Your bones will be mine.
Woof! What a long battle.
It's the end.
I feel like I deserve this. Also, I can't believe we didn't get ganked. We've been here for about 20 minutes fighting this boss. Managing to pick up a legendary recipe there. We don't have any blood, so we're going to go ahead and eat some hearts. Saving the Unsullied, though, of course. We'll go ahead and drink this blood. Now, let me check my loot. I don't feel like I really have that much loot here. I guess we do have 1,000 lumber. And a couple recipes. And maybe if we need, if the Ember Chain requires a different gem than a Sapphire, we'll actually be in a good spot to get our new necklace. So let's go grab that. Good start here for me. Got 2. Really, really good start for me here. We've done about 60 damage to them so far. Oh, big hit for him. Oh, huge hit there. Actually, we have a lot of loot. We probably need to run away here, I think. Yeah, we have to peel that. I'm surprised they're not pressuring, but they probably know we're close to home. Ember chain, we need emeralds. I think we probably have emeralds. I'm feeling good about this one. 1 so far. Hopefully we get some more. This sun is devastating my run right now. No, unfortunately we don't have any emeralds. We absolutely have to put our ability on. I'm sorry, guys. We did all that, and then I forgot to put the ability on. So we now have Ward of the Damned. That actually is going to be incredibly useful in 2 versus 1. I probably would have taken that fight if I'd remembered to put that on. So we still need some more gems, and then we need a bunch of copper in order to progress. So we're going to hit Copper Mine, and then we're going to hit Clive the Firestarter, maybe both at the same time. Or, you know, one right after the other, stacking, depending on how much loot we get out with. Alright, to the copper mine. Also going to be looking to kill Lydia, the Chaos Archer, so we can get the double Chaos Bolt on my R. That gives us a better opportunity to knock players off their mounts. I think we were actually almost about to make Merciless as well, and we got sidetracked going to kill the boss. So let's take a look at the mats that we need for some Merciless. We're probably a high enough level as well to actually get the nodes that are in our base. Yes, we are. So we'll get some free copper here. Alright, so for the Merciless, we just needed copper ingots and threads. We've got plenty of threads. I think we do have enough ingots. Alright, we have enough for one piece. Going for two. Definitely need that copper now. We still have not died to players. We haven't actually lost our inventories. We did lose a little bit of time on that boss, but I think we got a really, really strong ability that a lot of players don't expect, especially this early in the game. So we're going to try to head out here. Probably in need of another horse, unfortunately. Very smart of any player this early in the game to kill other players' horses. It's going to really slow that team down to have to run back up there. Granted, it's not a long run, right? But it's definitely long enough where it's a bit of an annoyance. 'Grabbing these early T2 chests, as we saw earlier, we got 5 cloth, and so the cloth really enabled us to make our cloak very easily. %62 right there. That's going to be really big. We just got to keep that alive. And it's a brood. That's going to be life leech. All right, let's go get to the copper mine for the first time. We'd probably wanted, you know, obviously that we joined the server a bit late, and so there were already a lot of players' bases on top of the copper mine. So that's going to slow us down a little bit that the prime real estate was gone and that we were also forced to put down a base due to the amount of loot that we had. But overall, I would say part 1 was fantastic, absolutely on par, doing very, very well to get to T2. And then this time we had a large slowdown with 2 deaths to a boss, which is unfortunate, and also some PvP which didn't result in any wins. But overall, we're still doing great. I'm having a good time. Another horse right there. There could be a player nearby. To be honest, I should probably take my horse to base and grab that horse. That will definitely save us a little bit of time. But as long as we have no problems with the copper mine king. 9.9, another fast horse. We're getting very lucky with horses today. If we have no trouble with the bandit king and we get a lot of copper in one go around, and then we also go to Clive and we kill Clive without a problem, then we'll be back on track. Then we'll be on our way to building the bomb and going to fight bandit king and on the way up to T2. So a bit of a slowdown. I thought I would be able to get there within an hour, but we just had so many good fights, and we really do love fights. Probably if you're speedrunning, you avoid a lot of situations, but we do love taking fights here. I see some dead players here. I see 2 players. That is not good. 2 players over there. Damn silver. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. These guys are probably full of loot, and we don't have any loot right now. So this would actually be a really good take for us, especially if we can get some monsters on them, get some skeletons summoned. A 3rd player has just arrived. That's very interesting. There's Mr. Carrots. Okay, really big start for them here, to be honest. Very, very big start. We almost had a 2v2v1. We would really like to take that if we can. Here they are as well. We got them caught out here. That's their base, though. That's a really good spot for a base. That's the kind of copper mine spot that you want, where you're just going in and out. You're constantly ganking the copper mine. I wish there was a no pickup silver button. Is that an option? Alright, so they've got copper mine pretty much locked down. We're going to take a quick detour over to Clive, and hopefully we can beat Clive. That's also a very, very long fight. Another great place to get ganked.
in the camp. I've got the tool for the job. Can't stop me. Hammer you out. I've got the tool for the job.
Oh, whoops, we actually accidentally canceled our own barrier. That's never a good idea.
Hammer you out. Hammer you out. I've got the tool for the job. Hammer you out. Hammer you out. You can't stop me.
Alright, significantly easier boss.
Down that easily.
We probably know for next time to skip the Ward of the Damned until we have an opportunity to upgrade our eye level a little bit like we're doing right now. We should probably hit copper first and then hit that. That way we'll be at a more level playing field. So this is one of the first times I've speedran outside of beta. So we are learning a lot right now, and of course this is how it's always going to be. You're always going to be learning. I'm going to try to hit Clive, the fire starter, really fast before we end the video. That way we're at least one step closer. Alright, we're gonna make a quick trip to the base, only because we're about full of loot. And I know some of this might seem like garbage loot, but every single item is useful. It's all going to be a big come up, especially when you get into T2 and you start needing a lot of random stuff from T1. Alright, we would need either sapphire or emeralds. I think neither of which we really got. Maybe here at the very end we can get lucky and we can drop. We can grab copper and copper king. It's just so close, I can't help but going for it. Even knowing it's camped. If we can keep ourselves at 100%, we might still be able to win a fight against a 24 and a 26. Obviously we're severely disadvantaged if we're talking equal skill, but those are fights that I would be willing to take. A win there would be a come up not only for our feelings, but just, you know, the good fights really keep you coming back to this game. It's basically a MOBA, it's battle royale, it's very skill-based combat. All the monsters right here in this section are gone. So we could have someone farming again. Yeah, it looks like the boss was just recently killed. So the team that lives here might just have this guy on a rotation, possibly with the clock. So we want to put our horse in a facing direction that might help us escape. Still managing to pick up quite a lot of ore here. Alright, he's respawning, so is the copper. We don't need that much to get a full set of Merciless. Best case scenario, you would come in here and someone would be fighting the boss. Maybe 2 or even 3 someones, or however many players you have as your clan cap. And you would be able to gank them all and get all of this. I know on our 4 versus 4 server, we came in here and we picked up about 1,200 copper off a player. And as everyone knows who's been killed, including me, it's way easier to get materials off of a dead player than it is to farm them all up yourself. I think with this much loot, we're going to choose here not to fight him. I think we're going to go put our loot away. We're going to go for a progression strategy, which is to not be very risky. And on hardcore servers, I think you would see even more players doing little rat strats and basically taking small amounts of mats home from their base and trying to extend their base in an area where they can farm mats safely. But we have a lot of copper here compared to what we started with. We have about 1,000. So we're going to go ahead and leave, and then we're going to come back and try to fight him. The bosses always explode when they die, blowing up any nearby nodes. So we'll want to pull him to the middle of the room where there's 6 or 7 nodes together. I'm guessing these chests have already been emptied, but we're gonna have to take a look at this player's base, just in case. Oh, planks, that's actually really nice. We take free planks every time, no questions asked. Alright everyone, I'm going to go ahead and end part 2 of the speedrun here. I would say we're making very, very good progress in a 2-hour time frame. We had a large slowdown, as you guys saw. We had a lot of fights that didn't actually end with either side achieving anything, which is interesting, of course, and good for practice. Tons of copper, really, really large come up there. And now for part 3, we're going to try to kill the Band-Aid Copper Mine King and Clive the Firestarter, and then the Bandit Stronghold Captain, and then we'll be up to T2 inside the Iron Mine. Usually that place has a lot of fights, and there's thousands of iron in there, so really one run in there can get you very, very far in T2. But I'll see you guys next time for the second part of the video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the speedrun. It is going pretty well. The beginning was very, very, very good, and then we had a bit of a slowdown, and hopefully next video we'll be back on the rise, getting some more kills with people who are full on loot. Like, comment, and subscribe as always, guys. I hope you're enjoying all the videos. This is going to be the speedrun full playthrough video series. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day and work week.